Hello, my name is Aaron Watson. I work on the finance team as a business analyst. I work with Petya and the payroll team, and I do mostly reporting. And I'm here to provide some tips and insights to financial health. First off, I would like to define what financial health is. It is the dynamic relationship between one's financial and economic resources as they are applied to or impact the state of their physical, their mental, and their social well-being. So with that being said, I have 3 solid personal finance tips to kind of improve your financial health. The first tip would be to plan and budget. This is the foundation for your financial health, is laying out the total cost of operating your life. It is very crucial to understand where your money is going and to achieve your financial goals. There are numerous apps and softwares that you can use to help start your budget, such as Rocket Money, You Need a Budget, or Every Dollar. These are available either on the App Store or the Google Play Store. In addition, you can also use a Google spreadsheet to help create your own personal budget. Personally, I use a Google template, and I use the 50-30-20 method. In this case, 50% of your needs are going towards either housing or your mortgage, car payments, loans, utilities, groceries, and insurance. 30% are going towards your wants. That can be either dining out, entertainment, shopping, subscriptions, etc. And then the last 20% is either going to like your savings. That could be a Roth IRA, a big purchase, or an emergency fund. The second tip that I have is conscious spending. Once the budget is in place, you understand the categories that are needed. And this allows you to understand your spending habits and knowing where your money is coming and going. Conscious spending, once your budget is in place, this will allow you to track your spending habits. With the ease of swiping a credit card or buy now, pay later methods, purchasing unnecessary things have become a lot easier nowadays. So once you implement a tracking system, this can categorize your purchases better to know and understand your spending habits on a month-to-month basis. The last tip I would like to give is financial goal setting. So once you have laid the foundation on setting a budget and reliably track your spending month through month, setting a long-term goal will become easier. Whether this goal can be saving for a child's college, purchasing a home, or even buying the new sporty car that you've been dreaming of. These goals can be written directly into your monthly budget, therefore accounting for the money that you're planning to set aside. One thing that I benefit from with Phoenix Contact is that our payroll department allows us to set up 3 different direct deposit accounts. So one can be your savings account, which you are planning to save for that big purchase or that down payment. This will allow for that money to be directly pulled out of your account and directly deposited into that savings account with ease. And the last thing I would like to say is that financial health is important in keeping a life's balance. So one thing I would say is to always be open to talking about your finances, looking for resources, looking for support. So I hope these tips can help you start out your financial journey.
I am Paige Lanious. I am one of these strategic buyers for Phoenix Contact, and I focus on indirect spend. So I'm able to offer some insight on some things that I notice from a purchasing perspective in terms of your financial wellness. Our company offers some great perks based on our corporate contracts. One instance of this is mobile carriers. We have discounts through our corporate contracts for T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. The links for those are all located on the ITCA user guides and documentations link on Phoenix Link. Another great benefit we have, thanks to one of our corporate partners, is travel. So with Emerald Isle, which is through National and Enterprise, you can sign up for their Emerald Isle Club. All employees have access to this, which is typically something that you have to earn based on many years of traveling, but we have this available to all of our employees. You can book a mid-size car and you walk out into the lot and you can take anything that's available. This can be any vehicle size, any vehicle class. I went to Vegas a few months ago to visit my brother and rented a SUV, but only paid for the mid-size car. So that was very nice considering there was 4 of us all traveling together with luggage. Another perk is through our travel company. Our travel management company offers leisure travel benefits. So I personally use this for my honeymoon. After months and months of planning a wedding, the last thing I wanted to do when I realized we could afford to go on a honeymoon was plan it. So I gave them pointers of things that I wanted. I didn't want to be stuck to a resort. I wanted to be able to explore wherever I went. I wanted my husband, who works in hospitality, to actually be able to relax. So they guided me to the safest place on my list, since those things were, when you're in another country, you definitely want to be safe when you're exploring without being in a group. And they got me included in a group rate, even though I left a little bit early. So they have partnerships with cruise lines, hotel chains for resorts. So they're able to plan your trip for you, and sometimes you can even get a better rate by going through them. Personally, I have used things like credit cards to my benefit. So I like to use my credit card like my checking account because I get cash back on one of them. So I don't spend over what I have in my bank, but I get that benefit of more cash back than you might get with a debit card. Another big benefit is to take advantage of sign-on bonuses on credit cards. So several years ago, I went to Australia, which is not a cheap flight. I bought all my Christmas gifts with a credit card that I signed up for, which got me to earn bonus miles. And so I wasn't spending anything different than I already planned on. And I was able to book a round trip upgraded ticket to Australia for $200. So pay attention to those bonuses. You might be able to use them to your benefit. Another thing with credit cards, which I know credit cards can probably be scary to people, so I understand that when I'm talking about credit cards, but you can scan the fine print on them. Sometimes it's nice just to have a credit card because you can use it for travel insurance or a TSA pre-check credit that they offer. So maybe you don't use it all the time, but they have added benefits to them. Through purchasing, any of you that work with me know that we like 3 quotes for large purchases. And this is something that I personally use in my personal life. So when I'm buying something larger, like a car, or you can even do this for loans or insurance, try to get 3 quotes minimum. Say you're buying a car and the better rate is through a bank that you don't work with on a regular basis. Don't be afraid to go back to the bank that you'd prefer to work with and see if they'll match the rate that you were offered elsewhere. The worst thing you can hear is no, but 3 quotes is definitely beneficial in any major purchase. And my husband and I just saved a bunch of money by doing that for car insurance, which I'm sure a lot of people are noticing their car insurance is going up right now. So don't be afraid to shop around, and don't be afraid to ask for who you'd rather work with to match a price or a rate for you. Another thing that has helped me a lot financially is pet insurance. My dog is very expensive health-wise lately, and as she's getting older, and I'm very thankful for the investment in pet insurance because it can make a massive difference. Even when you're going to the vet for a regular visit, if those things aren't covered on your insurance, it can be used towards your out-of-pocket costs on a lot of insurances. And then when you get to something major, like we had knee surgery a few years ago, it can definitely minimize the financial impact on you. So those types of things are very helpful. The biggest thing I think to take away from this is utilize what's given to you, like cash back on a credit card. If you have that available, why not? Or, discounts like our Emerald Isle Club or the mobile carriers. Don't forget, you're the consumer. So don't be afraid to ask further questions, ask what benefits are offered to you. And the worst you could hear is no if you're asking for something specific.